I'm Rick Harrison, and this is my pawn shop. After 35 years of making Kirby 64 Let's Plays, I've learned one thing. You never know what's gonna come through that door. I don't know, openings are hard. So, see that orange guy over there? I haven't pointed it out yet, but he does something scary. I mean, we just blew him the hell up, but if we had let him live a little longer, he would have done this thing where once you turn your back to him, he has a different face that's all scary looking with one eye and sharp teeth, and it's the scariest thing in the history of video games. Don't let MatPat see this. He's gonna get too scared and soil himself like he did in that Five Nights at Freddy's Let's Play that one time. Remember that? MatPat, Freddy Fazbear, jumped out at him and he looked directly to the camera and said, "Game theory, did I just soil myself?" Okay, there's a freezy pop behind us. Speaking of which, did you ever see that thing where all the Sleepy Cabin guys were being interviewed by those stupid assholes from Channel Frederator? And one of them said, "You're a freezy pop." And he said that to Oni, and he just seemed kind of weirded out and didn't know what to say. And gosh, you never really could have a more mismatched group of people. You've got real animators and just fake cartoon enthusiasts who are doing it for the views. And I think one of the Channel Frederator guys said something asinine like, the annoying orange revolutionized animation. Fuck off, you don't know. Have I talked about this on the channel before? It kinda gets hard to keep track of. When you say 10 minutes of stuff every day, for years and years and years on end. So yeah, I apologize if this has been said before. I mean, you're gonna have to excuse me. I do suffer from acute retardation. Nah, not really. Well, maybe, who knows? There's definitely something wrong with me. But that's a topic for another day. So what's Kirby doing? Let's talk about that. We gotta focus on Kirby. Kirby, he's the star of the show. How many times have I said that in this series? At least 2. So, let's see. So art style, oh wait, I'm gonna... Look out, Kirby, you fool. You cannot use the rock power-up in this location. When will you learn? You also can't eat those guys. Man, that's what as the cool young people say, that's a big L. Isn't that what they say? Doesn't that mean that? I don't know, I'm just some crotchety old man, I don't know nothing. Oh dear. When lava flows into the ocean, volcanic eruptions are bound to occur. The preparation before a dive is always a tense time. No one's gonna know what that's from, so I guess maybe I should tell it to you instead of just leaving you hanging. There was a Boards of Canada album many years ago when they sampled from a nature documentary that had narrations by Leslie Nielsen of Airplane fame. And Leslie Nielsen said a line about when lava flows into the ocean. Basically the thing I just said. Excuse me. Yeah, look up Boards of Canada when you get a chance. Good stuff. Top quality music. Okay. So what do you guys think Let's Plays are gonna look like in the future? You think they're gonna have some fancy new technology where imagery of Kirby 64 is just beamed directly into your head and there's no need for a computer anymore? Wouldn't that be something? Oh, dearie. I thought there was something up there. But no. Oh, wait, here we go. Perhaps there's a hidden crystal. Nope, just a man. Well, I'm only a third of the way through this episode. Oh yeah, that enemy over there is actually quite rare. It's unfortunate that he had to kill himself by ramming into us, but I don't think that blue, purplish raindrop enemy appears anywhere else in the game other than here. So there you go, you can set yourself on fire. Speaking of which, here's a mildly interesting story. I knew someone once in school who recommended I go to a weird website. It was called like a setyourselfonfire.com or setstuffonfire.com, and I tried all the different combinations like .com, .org, and none of them, actually went to an actual place, and I told them about it the next day. It was like, hey, your website wasn't even real. And anyway, and he was saying, well, actually, yeah, you just didn't type it in right. And apparently the thing he wanted to show me was the website just had one page, and it was just like a picture of a nerdy guy holding the sandwich, and it said, yep. And I don't know, that wasn't worth all the effort I put into finding it. Spent a good half an hour trying different domains, and none of them worked, and little did I know that if it had worked, it would have just ended with something stupid and pointless. Those were the days. Back when I had things to look forward to and people to talk to. So here's D2D, by the way. That's pretty cool. You can smash stuff with a hammer, just like in real life, except you won't go to jail. What, wasn't there some cartoon once where they said, and I'll smash it with a hammer. I'll smash it with Fanny Lou Hammer. Who's Fanny Lou Hammer? I've heard that name before, but I couldn't tell you who it belongs to. I want to get that crystal up there, so we can get all the good endings where we gotta collect all the crystals so we can take down the Cortex Vortex at the end. You didn't collect all the crystals, and the Cortex Vortex is still up there. Anyway, I couldn't figure out how to get back there, so I guess we're just not doing that. What are you gonna do? So for variety's sake, let's do something a little different here. There's a mini-game mode. It won't let us get there, so I gotta physically get up and press the reset button on the system. And they hide it behind options for some asinine reason. Excuse me. We've also got little cards that tell you the info on the enemies, but I didn't collect none of those, so guess we're gonna skip that. Okay, here we go with minigame mode. It's like Mario Party, except everybody's gay. No, don't say that. So you gotta you gotta color the blocks. And, yeah, it's pretty much self-explanatory. Make the other players fall down. So you gotta shoot near them rather than on them. As they said in that episode of Futurama once, instead of shooting where I was, you should have been shooting where I was going to be. Old Futurama was alright. New Futurama was kind of a mixed bag, to be honest. I used to be a lot better at this game when I was a kid. Maybe it's just because this is on a new TV and, that there's input lag from it. Excuse me. There's a bunch of input lag because, an N64 is not supposed to receive this type of RCA signal, so I can't time my moves correctly. Or maybe I'm just stupid. You can't fix stupid. Game theory, can you fix stupid? Hello, Internet. Welcome to Game Theory. Today, my best friend, Autistic Larry, is going to hit me on the head with a hammer until I get brain damage to answer the question, can you fix stupid?
Comedian Ron White once said that you cannot fix stupid in his stand-up special, but we're going to prove that here today. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and something Freddy Fazbear.
My scathing contempt for MatPat knows no bounds. Okay, so that first minigame was a crapshoot, but maybe we'll do better at this one, eh? I mean, don't count on it, but we can try. We'll pick Waddle Dee this time. Everybody likes Waddle Dee. There were all those ravenous Redditors on Smash Bros. Who wanted Bandana D and Smash... Wait. I think I said there are all those ravenous Redditors who wanted Bandana D and Smash Bros. And if I don't get my favorite character, I am gonna scream. The Nintendo fandom as a whole just sucks. How did it get to be as bad as it is, where there's just a bunch of soy boys demanding Nintendo do shit, and every E3 these people come out of the woodwork and
I will accept nothing less than unconditional free money. If Nintendo announces anything else, I am gonna do something truly bizarre.
Yeah, just the most bratty, spoiled people. I mean, the whole purpose of video games is to have fun, but it's gotten to the point where, like, when there's a new character in Smash Bros., from the Redditor's perspective, a new character isn't just a new character, but rather a new character is a middle finger to the fans of every character that it's not. So if you get a Kirby character announced in Smash Bros., that means it's a huge fuck you to fans of Metroid and Fire Emblem and Earthworm Jim and Killer Instinct and Xenoblade and blah 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 blah. I'm so glad I left Reddit. Good lord. Okay, we're gonna pull through. We're gonna win this one. Yeah, how about that? Oh, Mongoose 1 billion finally won something in life. It was bound to happen eventually. I'm just glad it got filmed. Okay, here we get to hear the classic gourmet race theme. So yeah, you press the B button to hop 2 spaces and the A button to hop 1, so you gotta time it correctly so you don't drown. Like that kid from that Majora's Mask creepypasta. Remember that? Ben drowned. I was never into the creepypasta scene. A lot of them were just kind of really poorly written. You could tell they were made by 15-year-olds. And I was playing the video game, and then Mario looked directly at me, and I said, "Oh no, that doesn't normally happen." And then I soiled myself, just like MatPat did in that Five Nights at Freddy's live stream. Is that just gonna be my new running gag? MatPat soiling himself? So there you have it. 2 in a row. Here's just a random thought. Remember that episode of Camp Lazlo where Scoutmaster Lump... Oh, we got 4 DDDs, now it's a party. Anyway, remember that episode of Camp Lazlo where Scoutmaster Lumpus tried to convince Slinkman that he was in Hawaii, when in fact they haven't even left the campgrounds, that they hadn't even moved, and he was just outright lying to him. And at first Mr. Slinkman wasn't buying it. He was saying like all the normal campers are here just standing around, and see there's Samson, and then Scoutmaster Lumpus, since he's a sociopath, he just starts making stuff up and says, "No, that's not Samson, that's Mr. Schlomsky." Where did they come up with such a name? There was no character on the show named Mr. Schlomsky. Camp Lazlo was alright with me. Oh, you motherfucker. Stupid pink coat wearing son of a bitch. Don't make me come over there. Well, I guess you can't win 'em all. We got a good 50% win ratio going. Well, anywho, that's probably enough for Kirby 64. If you still need your Kirby 64 itch, there's lots of YouTube hoops from 2008 that remixed the gourmet race theme. They'd have like it was called "This Video Contains Robotnik," and it was just Robotnik from the Sonic cartoon remixed to the gourmet race themes, like ping, 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 pingish. I miss 2008 here at YouTube. It was a simpler time.